For today, I will try to explain about the emerging of new words. Language is evolving. Language grows and continuously adapts, evolving as we come up with better words that reflects our society and our culture. In particular, it mirrors the complexity with which our lives intertwine with technology. When our technology evolves quicker than ever before, so too does our language. Because, as with technology, we strive to optimize language so we can communicate complex ideas with the minimal amount of ambiguity in the most efficient way. How words are newly made. Words don't enter our language fully formed or in their final state. The sense of the word itself evolves over time, changing our understanding and perception of a term. Many experts believe the amount of the technical vocabulary and slang we use in everyday our life is currently growing faster than ever before. With roughly half of the world's population now connected to internet, we see massively increased levels of communication. All new words are created by some of mechanism. First, derivation. The commonest method of creating a new word is to add a prefix or suffix to an existing one. Second, back formation. The inverse of the above, the creation of a new root word by the removal of a phantom affix. The noun sleaze, for example, was back formed from sleazy. The logic of forming these words often follows established patterns of grammar and word structure, making them fairly predictable in their creation. The turning of an affix into a word such as ISM, ology, or theme, and etc. But it's really just a type of back formation. Number third, compounding. Typically, compound words begin life as separate entities, then get hitched with a hyphen and eventually become a single unit. A compound is a phrase, word, or expression made up of two or more independent words, such as office goes, tram stand, breakup daddy, backseat driver. Number four, repurposing. Taking a word from one context and applying it to another. Thus, the crane, meaning lifting machine, got its name from the long neck, long-necked bird, and the computer mouse was named after the long-tailed animal. Next is about conversion. Taking a word from one word class and transplanting it to another. By this process, New words are formed by changing the grammatical functions of old words, such as turning nouns into verb or verbing. For example, accessories, party, gaslight, and much like back formation, the formation of this word tend to emphasize non-grammatical conversation. 6. Eponym. Words named after a person or place. 7. Abbreviations. Abbreviation an increasingly popular method. There are three main subject types, they have three main subtypes like clippings, acronyms, and initially. Some words that you might not have known start out longer are pram or perambulator, taxi or cab, and is good. Goodbye is God be with you. 8. Loanword. Foreign speakers often complain that their language is being overrun with borrowings from English, but the fact is English itself is a voracious word thief. 9. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia, the creation of a word by imitation of the sound. It is supposed to make like plop, ow, bark, another example. 10. Reduplication. The repetition or near repetition of a new word or sound. To this method, we owe the likes of flip, goody-goody, and bobo. And we have another example. And next one is nouns word. Words pulled out of thin air, bearing little relation to another or to any existing form. 12 is error. Misspellings, mishearings, mispronunciation, and transcriptions rarely produce new words in their own right, but often lead to new words formed in conjunction with another mechanism. Like scramble, for example, seems to have originated as a variant of Scrabble, but over time, the two forms have taken a different meanings. So one word has now become two. Why do humans keep creating words? Humans are continually creating new expressions and novel utterances by manipulating their linguistic resources to describe new objects and situations. This property is described as productivity or creativity, and it is like to the fact that the potential number of utterances is any human language is infinite. The communication system of other creators do not appear to have this type of flexibility. Uh, Ideas, words, and phrases are being generated and circulate at a staggering rate. Previously, it took years for specialized language to make the transition from developer to the general public. According to the Global Language Monitor, around 5,400 new words are created every year. It's only the 1,000 or so deemed to be insufficiently. Widespread use that make it into print. If our knowledge of the who is limited, we have a rather fuller understanding of the how we use it. How meaning is involved. We are all necessarily interested in meaning, right? We wonder the meaning of a new word. Sometimes we are not sure about the message we should get from something we read or we hear, and we are concerned about getting our own messages across to others. We have to know to combine the vocabulary items into utterances that will carry meaning for others, and we have to grasp the meaning of complex utterances that others produce. With this goes the knowledge of the how to pronounce words and utterances, and how to recognize the pronunciation of words and utterances produced by others. So, for every word that speaker know, for production or recognition, they must know the pronunciation, how it fits into various utterances, and what it means. Types of principle do Indonesian new words form. Knowledge of the process of create new word or entries makes it helpful to form the new English term as translation of the foreign language, or at least to understand how an Indonesian equivalent is formed from the original language. A word forming process that takes one on a new meaning form. The root can be done in three ways. Number one is about an affix or relates. It is like Indonesian language berdamai or peace, and reduplication or repetition, example abu-abu, and last one is about composition or flair, for example kitchen salt, gradual. I will explain about the affix or prefix. It is a morpheme or bound for a form used to form neologism, used to be grouped by displacement of the root word. Over half of the words in our language have been formed by adding prefix and suffix to root words. Recent coinage of this type include semi-celebrity, subprime, awesomeness, and Facebookable. Reduplication or replication is linguistic phenomenon in the repetition of a word or word element, forming a new word that can alter the basic meaning. In English, replication is often made by adding a dash. Last is composition. So many entries are formed through the process of building in Indonesia. Indonesians are perhaps the most prolific user or portmanteaus in the world. So, what's a portmanteau? The change are you are familiar with the concept but never knew there was a specific word phenomenon or pronunciation as if it is how we can combine to create a new word. In fact, most new words are actually old words in different form or with fresh functions. We often think about word formation as something that happened centuries ago, but in fact, it's something that continues to this day. So here are a few examples in the ever-evolving in Bahasa Indonesia. Like Kijang or Kerjasama Indonesia, Jepang or Indonesian, and Japan Cooperation. Mafia. Mafia is Matematika, Fisika, Kimia, or Math, Physics, and Chemistry, three schools that are often related. Ropang, roti panggang or toast bird. So I think that's all. I hope we can learn something from this video. Thank you.